that is like I could just destroy Charlie by doing this. Oh shit! Like, do I do this? Two. Destroy Charlie. Thank you for watching my video, Charlie. I enjoyed making it. Almost as much as I enjoyed making this one.
He sounds like a psychopath. Welcome back everyone to the Reddit Moderator Meltdown Part 2. And we are starting off strong.
In this video, I will be clarifying some of my previous points, as well as responding to some very valid points that MoistCr1TiKaL brought up.
I just can't help but notice, he's no longer rocking that purple aura. We have downgraded to the uncommon aura. After all, he doesn't need his epic aura to destroy irrelevant people like MoistCr1TiKaL. Other thing that I cannot stop noticing, a Reddit moderator's response to MoistCr1TiKaL. Well, that is called false advertisement. You were fired. You no longer are a moderator.
It was your mistake, buddy. Fucking Spez wasn't behind you massaging your shoulders as you signed the deal with $1 Million Fan Show, which—
I moved too quickly. I didn't verify enough stuff. I didn't take responsibility that I should have as the top moderator of a major subreddit. This was my fault. And because of that, I got in a way that was probably justified in retrospect. But that's from my perspective. What about from the company's?
Few of his remaining brain cells almost function, but then a rogue gust of wind made contact with his exposed cranium and blew them away. A great loss to human species. And yes, I did notice his aura has upgraded.
But that's from my perspective. What about from the company's perspective? A company should be responsible for every aspect of its business. A company should take actions to maximize its success and minimize its failures. And playing the blame game for that doesn't work. It doesn't matter that it's my fault because the company still suffers the negative consequences anyway.
Indeed, I do agree. It does look bad for Reddit if there are potential scams going on their website. And that is why you got kicked. Reddit took action to maximize their success and minimize their failure.
They suffer the reputational damage, they suffer some of the liability, they suffer the harm to its users. Most of the bad things that come about as a result of my mistake don't affect me, they affect Reddit. As such, a company ought take actions to minimize such harm or mistakes, because they're the ones with the $50 billion company on the line, not me. I get to walk out of this with a laugh and some viral attention, which I clearly brought onto myself. I mean, I wouldn't have made a public video otherwise, although I wasn't quite expecting things to get this big.
I didn't say it the last time, but you made the best video that I have seen in my entire life. So no, it's not surprising that it reached the heights that it did.
And even if you did have access to lawyers and other brand deals, it wouldn't have prevented something like this from happening.
Oh my god, his aura keeps increasing. No!
It would have helped because if there was a whole pipeline and process, I would have gone through those processes. And then the vetting would have been done by Reddit itself, not me.
I said it in the previous one, I'll say this again. If you want brand deals, go get them yourself. Reddit doesn't have an obligation to provide you jack shit.
Anyone who has ever visited LSF in the last, 7 years will tell you it is not a subreddit for crazy, wacky clips of gaming and, extreme fails or anything like that.
Your description of LSF is correct.
Oh no, he's going off the rails. Stale, don't do this. You will lose your remaining hairs. No! His purple aura is affecting my chakras. Help!
Your description of LSF is correct. Lately, there's been a lot of political drama that has pushed out other content. It's been such a big issue that I've been trying to think of solutions for months.
So you do agree your description of livestream fails was false. Just because once upon a time there used to be gaming clips doesn't mean that is what is on the subreddit right now. So your description was false.
But your response to me doesn't really make any sense. Let's use an example to explain why. Let's say I were to claim I want to add more gaming clips to LSF, and someone were to respond to me by saying, "What do you mean more gaming clips? LSF doesn't have any gaming clips." Well, my response to that response would be, yeah, you're right. That's why I want to add more gaming clips. You have noticed the problem. I have noticed the problem, and I want to take an action to fix it. Now, would clips from a live stream reality TV show do well in LSF, or would they just get downvoted into oblivion? I'm not really sure, but I don't think the topic is so far off or so crazy that it would be impossible for these types of clips to do well.
What? Brother, that is some class A misrepresentation. In the original video, he claims that LSF is a subreddit about posting clips of gaming, something something. And MoistCr1TiKaL replies, no, that is not what the subreddit is. And now he is trying to represent it as, oh, I was saying that this is what I want on the subreddit. Your original claim was that LSF currently has these clips, to which MoistCr1TiKaL counters, no, it does not. And now you're trying to pretend, oh, I always meant that these clips are not on the subreddit and I want to add them. This is some grade A misrepresentation. But then again, what do you expect from a Reddit moderator? Correction, ex Reddit moderator.
Obviously, things would already be being clipped and posted on the LSF subreddit. Why would you be reaching out about a collaboration to ensure that happens when you know for a fact it already would?
You are
Oh my god, he has released the legendary aura. I can feel the heavens crumble under its pressure. And as this reality comes to an end, I would like to apologize
to absolutely nobody.
partially right. Some clips would get posted, some might even do well. But you would be surprised at how little clips get posted to LSF for how large of a subreddit it is. I counted, and as of this exact moment, there were 40 clips posted to LSF in the last 24 hours. That's not that many. My theory is, what if a dedicated editing team, or hell, one guy, spent full time trying to find good clips, titling them correctly, and posting them to LSF? Could one guy find and edit 40 clips a day for a week and then post them to LSF?
MoistCr1TiKaL argues that there will be clips of this event no matter what on the subreddit, so what's the point of the partnership? Receding Hairline argues that there are not enough clips. There are not enough clips on the subreddit. That is why we need editing team or a super fan who definitely doesn't have a job and is most likely not getting paid to sit there and flood the subreddit with clips.
And whoever could farm the subreddit the best wins. Let me brainstorm a couple examples to show why this could be very funny. What if Extra Emily purposely runs a red light and crashes a car?
That is a crime. That is not called farming a subreddit, that is called committing a crime. You are suggesting that Extra Emily not only commits a crime, okay, but she should put other people's life in danger. For what? So that you can have a fucking. I just lost myself there. My bad.
What if somebody gets a shot collar while wearing a Che Guevara t-shirt and then shocks somebody who's wearing a dog furry outfit? Heck, put them together. Extra Emily crashes a car into the furry.
That's called attempted murder. And in the worst case scenario, first degree murder. Have you by any chance, even by mistake, have you ever used your brain, even by mistake? You are suggesting that people commit crime, put their life on the line, and the life of other people on the. End me, please.
Who got a refund? I haven't seen anyone, posting receipts of getting a refund from the money they spent on this. Where are you getting that information from? That's a genuine question.
Regarding the $1 million fan situation, I realize that I clearly don't have all the information, so I don't want to comment on it that much. That being said, I did have a new piece of information available to show. The company has given me a redacted and time-stamped refund that you can see right here. Additionally, they say this is all they can provide right now, given user privacy laws.
You know what? Fair enough. I take back what I said in the previous video. It seems that people were refunded. If there is anything shady about these screenshots, I am sure someone smarter than me can figure them out. By the way, I'm not implying that these screenshots are shady in any way.
It's not that nobody notices, it's that nobody's happy about it, where they can hide certain things or boost certain things. That's a bad thing. Everyone knows that it exists, and everyone knows that there is actual power in that. I don't think anyone actually disputes that.
Hey, I'm glad it's obvious to you too, but when I said Reddit moderators have power in my deadpan moderator voice, a lot of people made fun of me for it. But perhaps the perception of the egotistical Reddit moderator who looks funny and takes his unpaid janitorial duties way too seriously.
Don't you dare bring janitors into this, okay? Janitors do a very important job, so don't you dare compare yourself to a janitor. Give them the respect that they deserve. A moderator for subreddit is worse than a janitor.
Was too much for people to look past and they couldn't see the truth of the matter. I'm not happy about it either. That is in fact exactly why I made these videos.
What are you unhappy about? You are the problem. If this problem didn't exist, you wouldn't have been a moderator in the first place. You made this video because you were upset Upset because you got removed from a position of moderator from LSF.
People who are looking at me in horror or laughter or pity should ask themselves what that says about the $50 billion platform that is Reddit. Take every insult that you have against me about how I'm incompetent, about how I'm biased, egotistical, power hungry, etc., all that, and ask yourself, how does that make you feel about Reddit, knowing that I was able to control one of the top subreddits on the platform for over a year with borderline dictatorial powers doing who knows what that you'll never find out about.
Exactly, that is the problem. This moderating position is filled by people like you who are hungry for power, even though this power technically doesn't exist, but whatever.
And then realize I am the bull in the china shop. I'm telling you these things directly. Forget about me. Think about all the other subreddits that exist. Think about how you have no idea who they are, what they're doing, and every time somebody like me gives you a peek under the curtain, society gawks at the insanity of all of it.
Society gawks what? You didn't show anyone under the curtain, my friend. Everybody knew what the fuck you people are. The only thing you did was confirm what people already knew.
You are a moderator in a subreddit. Why are you chasing down brand partnerships and collaborations, buddy?
I mean, you're an influencer with a platform. Why do you do it? You could say personal enrichment, but you don't strike me as somebody who's completely motivated by money. I could imagine you doing a brand deal or partnership, not for money, but just with a group that you think is cool for your community. Or maybe you just want to. And Reddit is a platform, like any other platform, and moderators are in charge of it. I know this is rare and nobody does this stuff. That's my entire point. Reddit as a platform is underutilized. So just like you might utilize your platform, why can't moderators? You brought up examples of conflicts of interest. Well, let's do the same thing again. What do you do about conflicts of interest? A company could work with you, and you could also be incentivized to, I don't know, not say something bad about them or cover some drama involving them. The reality is, conflicts of interest are everywhere in life. It's good to be aware of them. It's good to minimize risks associated with them. But I don't see why Reddit is so sacrosanct of a platform that it's different from any other platforms where conflicts of interest exist. I guess for Reddit moderators, we're representing other people. We don't truly own the platform, so maybe it's more important for us to be unbiased compared to other platforms, I guess. But man, if we're worried about bias, I can promise you that there are way bigger fish to fry in terms of how biased moderators are.
How dumb are you? I mean, you are dumb, but seriously, how dumb are you? When I go to Penguin Zero's YouTube channel, I go there for him. I go there to watch him. When I go to a subreddit, let's say Sink Pissers, I'm going there to piss in a sink. I am going there to see what other people are pissing in. I am not going there for you. I'm going there for the people. Last thing I want to know is which brand deal the moderator has got this time. When I go to LSF, I'm going there for the clips and see what other people think about those clips. I am not going there to see how much your hairline has receded. He is so stupid that I'm getting annoyed.
You brought up examples of conflicts of interest. Well, let's do the same thing again. What do you do about conflicts of interest?
Your conflict of interest goes against the very thing Reddit is. Let's say I am a musician and I post my music on r/music or something and I ask for people's feedback. You being a moderator of that subreddit, what will you do? Will you delete my post? Because I'm not funding your hair transplant. If you delete my post, Reddit is nothing different than a paid advertisement service. At which point I rather advertise on YouTube because YouTube has a lot more traffic. But let's say you don't delete my post. Great. So why do I need to pay you? I can post my content for free and basically get the same service who are not paying for the service. I have said this before and I'll say this again. A subreddit is formed when people come together and start talking about things. And as the subreddit got bigger and bigger, few people who were passionate about the topic took the modding position to make sure it doesn't become the Wild West. The mod isn't the reason why this subreddit the mod isn't the reason why this subreddit has a community. You were not the reason why LSF had people. It had a community because of the people who posted on it. So why should you benefit from it?
Maybe it should. As for me, I'm out of ideas. My solutions are bad and didn't work. But I see a problem, I see the effect it has, and I don't know how to fix it. So if anybody else has any idea about how to fix this,
What? Brother, you don't have any power left. You're no longer the moderator of LSF. Did he become the mod again? Well, I don't really care enough to find out. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. And yeah, have a nice day.